this is Doxy Mom, and welcome back to my channel. If you haven't done so already, I greatly appreciate if you hit that little red subscribe button. You can ring the bell for notifications, and if you like this video, just give it a thumbs up. Well, Miss Valentine and I and Miss Indy, we're here to bring you the news in 15 minutes or less, so let's get started. Now, Jihad Watch is reporting that a Pakistani doctor and former Mayo Clinic researcher has been indicted on one count of attempting to provide material support to a foreign terrorist organization after authorities say he told FBI agents that he pledged allegiance to the Islamic State group and wanted to carry out lone wolf attacks in the United States. Now, prosecutors say this Dr. Masood was in the United States on a work visa, and from January to March, he made several statements to paid informants whom he believed were members of this Islamic State group, and he pledged his allegiance to the group and its leader. Now, prosecutors said Masood planned to leave for Amman, Jordan, and go to Syria at the end of March. But because of the coronavirus, Jordan closed their borders, and now he's going to jail. And I'll leave a link. Now, Greg Rubini, he put out a Twitter thread on how investigator Mike Zullo and Sheriff Arpaio gave 100% proof that, now 100% proof that the Obama's birth certificate, Barack's birth certificate was a fraud, and President Trump knew it. He talked about it in March of 2011 on Fox News. President Trump tweeted out, "An extremely credible source has called my office and told me that Obama's birth certificate is a fraud." End quote. Now, he also tweeted this out. "When I was 18, people called me Donald Trump. When he was 18, Barack Obama was Barry Soweto. Weird." End tweet. Now, any executive order issued by an imposter, by a never president, is null and void. If Obama was not born in the United States, any EO that he issued is null and void. Anything Obama sealed can be unsealed. Now, if you aren't born in the United States, you cannot be president. Of course, we all know this, guys. And who covered up for Obama? Let's see. People in CNN and New York Times, Washington Post, MSNBC, the same fake news and C_A propaganda assets that have been attacking our wonderful president for 4 long years. Also, the top of the intelligence agencies at the time. So, along with the mainstream media, these people were covering up for Obama. Former FBI Director Robert Mueller, C_A Director John Brennan, DNI Director James Clapper, DOJ AG Eric Holder, who is now, by the way, with Covington Law Firm, AG Loretta Lynch, Deputy AG Sally Yates, and FBI Director James Comey. And Greg, he ends the thread by stating that at the time of Obama's birth, Kenya was a colony of the British Empire. What do you make of that? So I will link my Twitter page, and you can go over there and read it for yourself if you want to. Now, the Daily Mail, they're reporting that Tiffany Godfrey, a hairdresser and owner of Abby's First Cut in Cadillac, Michigan, broke evil Governor Gretchen Whitmer's lockdown order, and she opened her doors for the first time in nearly 2 months because she was about to lose her business, y'all. She worked part-time at a local supermarket to help pay bills, but it just wasn't enough. Tina said, let me quote this, "If I stayed closed, my little business is going to be gone, and everything I have worked for over the last 30 years is gone." Guys, this is just heartbreaking. Now, people, they've lined up for haircuts to express their support for Godfrey and frustration of their lovely governor for extending the lockdown until at least May 28th. Now, Godfrey could lose her license and could be arrested. Remember the Owasso, Michigan barber who opened up his barbershop, Carl Manneke? Well, he was forced to shut down last Thursday after being served papers by the state of Michigan. Manneke received 2 citations before AG Nessel applied for a temporary restraining order. But a circuit court judge denied her request, and the sheriff who oversees the town of Owasso, where Manneke's shop is located, this is what he told state authorities. He would no longer enforce the shutdown no longer enforce the shutdown order in his jurisdiction. So God bless this sheriff, and he wrote this in a letter last Monday. I have decided within my authority that our office cannot and will not divert our primary resources and efforts towards enforcement of Governor Whitmer's executive orders. So, good for him, and I'll leave a link. Now, Dan Bongino, he tweeted this out. The lockdown is ending because the American people say it's ending. No further explanation from government is necessary. Thanks. An end tweet. And guys, don't you just love Dan Bongino? And I just totally agree with him. It's time to take our country back. It's time to reopen our businesses. Now, the Gateway Pundit issued a report entitled Democrat Governor Blast CDC for Inflating Coronavirus Death Count. So let me read part of this to you. It says, Colorado's Democrat Governor Jared Polis on Sunday ripped the coronavirus death counts conducted by the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, CDC, saying the numbers are grossly inflated. Polis's charges came just days after his own state's health department admitted Colorado's death numbers have been inflated to include people who had the virus but died from other causes. The state dropped its numbers nearly 20% from 1,150 people to 878 people. The CDC criteria include anybody who has died with COVID-19, but what the people of Colorado and the people of the country want to know is how many people died of COVID-19. And guys, that's what I've been saying all along. Now, one of the reasons we wanted to make sure we reported it out in a better way was to inspire confidence so that it wouldn't be politicized, Polis said. These are deaths that should not be politicized, and he is absolutely right. Now, Fox News said that inconsistencies in death counts have been happening on both the state and national level. As of Friday, Johns Hopkins University data counted 85,974 national COVID deaths, while the CDC was reporting 83,947 that same day. There has been concern that even the CDC's lower number may be artificially high. And I've been saying this all along, guys. Now, Polis's concerns are well-founded. New York City officials last month ordered hospitals to count the deaths of people who are presumed, not confirmed, but presumed to have COVID-19 as deaths from the virus. Hospitals across the country also receive money from the federal government for treating COVID-19 patients, which has also led to inflated numbers. And guys, these hospitals, every time a doctor writes COVID-19 on the death certificate, that hospital receives $13,000. And if the person's put on a ventilator, which they never should be, they get an extra $39,000. Anyway, the Colorado governor said he has a good working relationship with President Trump. He says, look, I happen to be a Democrat, but what I've said is he is the president we have, and I owe it to the people of my state who elected me to work with any president. There's a time for politics. There's a time for elections, Polis said. This isn't it. And he's absolutely right. But guys, we do need to pray for all of those who have lost loved ones to this terrible disease. pray for people who have coronavirus, that they be healed. And here's your daily reminder to pray for President Trump, his family, 17 in the team, our military, their families, and all those who are fighting for our country. Now, Deanna Lorraine tweeted this out. How about when President Trump finally approves the arrest of Obama, Comey, the Clintons, and the gang, they live televise it on pay-per-view for all to see. Profits would be given to American workers out of jobs, instant cash injection, and boost in America's spirit in tweet. And can I just add to that, Deanna? Justice served. Now, that would be awesome. And IET17 tweeted this out. People wearing masks while driving their own cars. I'm not sure how some people survived life thus far. And unfortunately, guys, there are people out there who are so scared they're going to make themselves sick from the fear that the mainstream media and these evil governors are instilling in people. Guys, just please pray that this madness will stop and things can go back to normal. Well, guys, I probably won't be with you tomorrow. Remember the young man that I helped transition from prison to a city close to me? Well, he had gotten a job and it was essential, but now it was a fertilizer job, so that temporary job has ended and he was out of work for a couple weeks, but he's gotten another job. He's going to be learning how to build furniture. So tomorrow I'm going to have to take him to the grocery store and help him with a few things. So if I'm not here with you tomorrow, I apologize. But I just want to let you know that he is doing well. I'm just so very proud of him. And just please keep praying for him. I would greatly appreciate that. Now we're going to end with John chapter 15 verses 1 through 4 that say, I am the true vine and my Father is the gardener. He cuts off every branch in me that bears no fruit, while every branch that does bear fruit, he prunes so that it will be even more fruitful. You are already clean because of the word I have spoken to you. Remain in me, as I also remain in you. No branch can bear fruit by itself. It must remain in the vine. Neither can you bear fruit unless you remain in me. Well, thank you so much for tuning in. This is Doxy Mom and Sleepy Miss Valentine. Until next time, God bless you all.